Hey there, ladies and gents. I was just thinking, because I took a small interest in Stirling engines, steam engines, and such. I've noticed that a lot of people have seemed to have converted four-stroke engines into steam engines, but the way that they do it is quite, well, tool-intensive. More often than not, is like myself, really, got a lot of tools, but not tools to do the right job. So I was looking at the actions of a four-stroke engine, given that this is a fuel intake, fuel compression and ignition. That's the expansion or the working stroke, and then that's the exhaust that will go out. So I was thinking if I could actually simplify the way the engine is modified to do work, instead of altering like the camshafts or the timing of the engine, or making more or less most of the cycles redundant, because I've seen a four-stroke engine, only one is an actual working cycle. So I was just kind of thinking, and I think I can make it a way that two are working, two are not, like a steam engine. For the first cycle, which would normally be the fuel injection, you would actually have steam coming in through that valve. Pressured, obviously, so it comes in, pushes the piston down, making it a working cycle. And this is where the modification comes actually from the spark plug. In that valve, spark plug, I guess a two-way type valve, an inlet and outlet valve would have to be added in that can allow steam in through one side, and with I guess a timing wheel or a simple cam added to the action of the flywheel will allow for the steam to come in when you want it and out when you want it, turning the thing. So I'll try again explain that. So on the first cycle, the steam comes in, to which the ignition is closed, which causes it to go down. On the return, which will be governed by the timer on the added to the flywheel, the spark plug valve, the second valve, is opened, which allows the gas to go out. Obviously this one will remain closed, and the cycle for the actual working cycle, again the valve that acts as an exhaust is closed, and the secondary steam inlet valve is let steam in. So to go from there, pushing it down, and the naturally occurring exhaust cycle of the engine can be taken advantage of when the cam opens up and lets the steam back out. So it works as really in, out, then it would jump on from the spark plug in. I know, done myself in, but let's try that again. So it's in through the fuel injection, pushing the piston down. It will come back round, and the spark plug valve would open, which would be attached to the exhaust that would allow the gas out. Then again governed by the camshaft or timer or whichever on the added to the flywheel. That valve that just exhausted will be closed and allow steam to come in, pushing the piston down again. And then as the engine goes round, the natural four-stroke timing will kick in, and the exhaust valve will be opened up, allowing steam to go out. I probably haven't explained that brilliantly, but it's just basically just add two valves to the spark plug, which also means obviously you don't screw with the actual engine. So the advantage is, if you run out of steam, put a spark plug back in, put petrol in it, and it will run like an engine again. The only thing you would have to consider is opening up the oil sump, because given that it's not meant to have steam in it, steam does pressurised down into the actual cylinder or the sump, pressurising it and not allowing the the piston to actually move down, and it will basically be stuck like this. It will fill it up. So that's one thing when converting engines to steam engines, is allow ventilation for the escaping gas down the side of the piston to not fill up the crankshaft or crankcase. So that's an idea of how to convert a 4-stroke into a workable steam engine, but also make it convertible back to a 4-stroke with minimal minimal tooling and altering of the engine, and indeed the working parts. Okay then guys, see you later. Oh. Sometimes my touch screen don't work with my fingers. Come on.